Hello and greetings. Welcome to you. I am Shoshana, and today I want to talk about Somavedic. What is it? What are my experiences with it? And we're going to talk about all the models together. Why not? So, me personally, I love to travel and move around. And sometimes I want to stay in certain places longer, but I can't or couldn't. So many times I had to move, I had to pack my things and move to a different island because of the atmosphere, because of the cell phone towers, because of the debilitating migraines, because of the anxiety, because of the depression, because of so many things that EMF radiation, Wi-Fi boxes, cell phone towers, 5G, now they're coming up with 6G, so we're constantly having to upgrade our tools. Our tools are really expensive. These are really expensive. These are $1,000 and up on average, and we're constantly having to get the new one because they're constantly amping up on their psychotronic WEAPONS, you know? So I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it because a lot of people are going to be skeptical about something that costs $1,000 and up. So this is what it looks like. The very first one was assembled by Ivan Rybinjensky on the 1st of April in 2011 in his workroom, where he had this vision to create a healing tool that would harmonize the environment and hopefully one day the whole world. So we're going to talk about this today. I got really tired of having migraines, so I was just moving, and I moved to another island. I moved to Kauai Island at the time. This was about 7 years ago. It was like 7 years ago. And I moved there because I assumed that the environment would be better and healthier than Oahu, where Oahu, in the particular area where I was living in Wahiawa, just had so many cell phone towers. And I just wondered, like, am I the only one that's sensitive to energy? Am I like the only one whose head hurts every single morning because of all of the cell phone towers and EMF in the atmosphere? So I moved to another island only to encounter even more EMF at higher levels. And I don't regret traveling because there's so much that I learned. When you move and you travel, you gain so much wisdom and you gain so much medicine from those lands. Even if you have a negative experience, there's still medicine and wisdom that you take with you that you will never forget, even if it's a negative experience. I've had so many negative experiences that I'm grateful for. I am grateful for every single negative experience that I had because it taught me what I know today. And now I know that the islands of Kauai have cell phone towers and also smart meters. Smart meters, people don't realize that smart meters are also carcinogenic. I'm not gonna talk about all of the negatives that come with smart meters and cell phone towers and Wi-Fi boxes and cell phones. That is something that you can research on your own time. We're going to discuss the solutions. I am fascinated by all of these models. Everyone has different issues. I just want to get straight to the point. So let's talk about the Sky model. The Sky model is one of the most affordable ones, and even though they are constantly updating their psychotronic W's, we can still use the tools that we've always been using. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to stop using a model that helps against 4G just because they came up with 6G. You can just use multiple tools. So let's talk about Sky. Sky is for people who need a greater calm in their life, a greater balance, a greater harmony, better concentration, improved body regeneration, better sleep. With the Sky model, there will be a lot of eliminations of many other negative influences in the body and mind, which we're not constantly exposed to, which we are constantly exposed to today. Sky makes a suitable helper to stressful city environments. So if you live in the city and you're on a budget, the Sky model would be an excellent choice for you. Let's not sugarcoat anything, and let's just talk about prices now. The Sky model is $725, and it helps with the elimination of influences against 3G, 4G, 5G, EMF, free radicals, geopathic zones. And the environment that it's best suited for is city apartments, bioresidence, family homes, clinics, airplane, home office, hospitals, or schools. And this is what it looks like. This is a very beautiful model, but I prefer them to be a little stronger. Or a lot. Okay, let's talk about the next model. The next model is a green model. This one is amazing because it is water structuring. Not all of the models are water structuring. Some of them just help with the environment, and this specific model you put next to a glass of water. For about 20 minutes, and then your water becomes programmed. This is probably the new successor of the previous Madic green. So there was a Madic green, and this one is an improvement of the Madic green. This one is the Vedic with the V. Redesigned inside out for the ultimate harmonization of your home and working space. The go-to model for EMF mitigation and water structuring. I mean, really, I prefer one that is stronger than this, but just the fact that it structures water and is great for you if you're on a budget. This one was hand-blown Vaseline glass and sanded, and has precious and semi-precious stones and metals. It helps with eliminating 3G, 4G, 5G, EMF, free radicals, geopathic zones, city apartment, bioresidence, family home, clinic, airplane, home office, hospital, or school. This one is $950. This one is $950 for this model. Moving on along. Oh, I don't want to show you that one because we're not there yet. Let's talk about the blue. Well, since you saw it, right? Let's see how much that one is. It's the same price. So let's talk about Ruby. Ruby, the intention was to create a model which would, apart from the standard functions of our proven sky model, also support spiritual growth, encourage kindness and open hearts. Ruby is popular especially among women who can feel its potential immediately. This one is good for eliminating the influences of 3G, 4G, EMF, free radicals, geopathic zones, environments. It's good for city, apartment, family, home, clinic, bioresonance. So there are definitely more being developed, because in the future there's a terrible rumor that they're trying to come up with 6G. So these people are going to continue to be making them for everything that is increased against us. The blue cobalt. The ruby is $725 and the blue cobalt is also $725. The ruby and the blue are not water structuring. Let's see. For the cobalt has a positive influence on your psychic abilities, your intuition, and concentration. Cobalt should also help alleviate depressive states of mind and mild psychological disorders. Men who work on their self-awareness will most likely like this model. It helps eliminate the influences of 3G, 4G, EMF, geopathic zones. Good for city apartments, family home, home office, clinic. It has precious and precious semi-stones and precious metals inside. And it is also hand-blown crystal glass and sanded. This is a great one for the male reproductive health. So let's talk about amber. Amber is the most powerful, and I might be wrong about this because I bought mine 2 years ago, so within the past 2 years there might have been an improved model, but as far as I'm concerned, amber is currently the most powerful and universal standardly manufactured Somavedic at the moment. Its performance is 4 times higher than the Matic Green Ultra. It can easily handle basically any stressful environment, especially strong electrosmog. It also harmonizes water. Okay, so this one is also water structuring. The amber eliminates influences of 3G, 4G, 5G, EMF, free radicals, geopathic zones, good environments that it would be good for apartments, family, home, clinic, home office. It has precious and semi-precious stones, precious metals inside. It is hand-blown amber, glass coated with silver on the inside. Wow. $2,420. Okay, and then we have the Amber Sun. The Amber Sun is 4 times higher than the Matic Green. It also handles any stress in the environment, especially strong electrosmog. So if you are dealing with very, very strong electrosmog, you're going to want the Amber Sun. The Amber Sun also harmonizes water. helps eliminate influences of 3G, 4G, 5G, EMF, free radicals, and geopathic zones. The environments are good for are the same from all that we've mentioned. This particular one is hand-blown amber glass coated with silver on the inside as well. Has precious and semi-precious stones and precious metals inside. So here is the Amber Sun. And the Amber Sun is $2,420. Okay, so let's talk about the gold. Okay, so the gold is the top model of the Somavedic company. It can do everything other models do, plus it has added functions custom made for individuals who often begin new phases of life with this step. If you desire to experience a truly transformation of yourself, the model gold is definite initiator and helper on this demanding but freeing and exciting journey. This is a hand-blown crystal body coated with 24 karat gold. It eliminates the influences of 3G, 4G, 5G, EMF, free radicals, and geopathic zones. The environment, ideally in a space where the client spends most of their time. It's also desired to drink water treated by gold. Is custom made for each client. Okay, this one is $5,600. Did you look at the other picture? The other picture was showing the inside. Somavedic is designed on the principle of controlled release of energy from minerals set in a specific configuration. Precious metals and energy emitters are strengthening their properties and positive effects. The core of all Somavedic devices consists of semi-precious and precious minerals and metals, including energy emitters. Radius. Somavedic creates a coherent, life-supporting environment around itself. Its 100% efficiency reaches about 100 feet in radius in all directions. This is how it looks like on the inside. Okay, so let's talk about my personal experience. So about 3 years ago, I moved to an upstairs unit where I just felt like there was just EMF around me, and I got tired of it. You know, and I looked up all of these models. This has different ratings on what each individual model can do, which we'll discuss in just a second. So I bought the model about two to 3 years ago, and I bought it along with other tools. I paired it because it pairs really well with the accumulator. I might as well talk about that, but I don't know if I should discuss that in this one or a separate video, but I want to show you like different tools that it pairs really well with. But I might save that for another video. The symptoms of dealing with constant EMF radiation is almost non-existent since I bought it, to the point where I can't even remember my symptoms, because it has helped me and my roommates so much in our household, because we don't live in our own house. Like, we have to share our house with other units, if that makes sense. So it's like a big house that has multiple units. So we can't control the people downstairs. We can't control the people that are on the other side of the house. We can't control the people in our vicinity. and they don't shut off their Wi-Fi boxes. You know, if I lived in my own house by myself, I would shut off the Wi-Fi box. For some reason, people don't know that you're supposed to shut off the bloody Wi-Fi box when you're not using it. Download whatever it is that you need to download and play that on loop while you sleep, but you unplug the Wi-Fi box. They can spy on you with your Wi-Fi box, but you know, unfortunately, I don't have control over that, so I bought a net. I bought a net for the Wi-Fi box of the house, so at least I have control of decreasing its effects that it has on me. You can't control your neighbors and what they do and what they have in their house. So my point is, ever since I bought it, I haven't had any migraines. I haven't had any. I do have a lot of anxiety, but that's because my model is a weaker model, and then I'm also dealing with other historical energies, and it's really hard to clear historical energies. Anywho, the essential models, so like we have the geopathic zones, EMF mitigation, free radicals and neutralization, water structuring and harmonization, effective square coverage, geopathic zones. Okay, so you see here how they all have like different stars. The ones with the highest stars are obviously the amber and the gold. With the other ones is the green Vedic. The green Vedic pretty much carries almost every star is filled. And the other models don't do as much, but they're still helpful. So it really depends on where you live. For the water structuring, Dr. Masaru Emoto, the Japanese scientist, has proven that water receives information from its environment and stores them. This way it changes its quality and structure. The changed quality of water has then great effects on human organism, even though the composition has not changed. Thanks to the photos of frozen water crystals, we gain information about its quality. Energized, alive water from clean springs creates beautiful six-sided crystals, whilst chemically treated dead water has its crystals deformed. There's a photo here. If you can see what the models that structure water do to the water after it's programmed, before and after photos. Another thing, don't be surprised if the water, the programmed water, works as a laxative. It's doing exactly what it needs to do in getting rid of toxins from your body. So don't be surprised if as soon as you drink the programmed water, you go straight for the bathroom. Okay. What else can we discuss? Cell regeneration, wound healing of connective tissue, fibroblasts, and the activity of functional neutrophils as the first defense of the immune system against invading microbial pathogens is significantly decreased by mobile radiation. The use of Madic amber was able to attenuate these unwanted effects. Based on the results of both tests, the use of Madic amber can be recommended to reduce the effects of mobile phone radiation. I'm not so sure why it says that about the Madic amber, because I really feel like all the models help with phone radiation, at least in my opinion. And those are the photos for those findings. So please do your research. Please do your research on EMF and how bad it is for you, because people don't realize that you have to unplug the Wi-Fi boxes. It is so bad for your reproductive health. On top of so many other things in this world. You know, there's people that believe that this world is safe and that nobody is out to get you. You know, it's like we're living in a world where your own receipt paper can kill you. Receipt paper, you know, everyone needs a receipt. That is an agenda in its own. You can't go around trusting the world, saying that the world is a safe place when you can't even trust your receipt paper. Your receipt paper has BPA, and BPA is a cancer progression toxin. It's so toxic for you. It doesn't only cause cancer, it progresses cancer. So it's so important to have different tools like the Somavedic. So this is what they look like. They come in a box. I think I waited like 2 weeks for mine. This is the green water structuring model, and the only negative that I have to say, about this is when you unplug the charger. That's it. So the negative is more of what is that word? There's a word. Visual. It's just like a little visual imperfection, you know? So you plug it in and you charge it. The best time to charge it, in my opinion, is at night. Like, look how it lights up. It's so beautiful. I just leave it on all night long. I put it close to whatever I have playing, and the whole area just feels like the EMF cannot hurt the people who are around. You don't want to overcharge it. I would not recommend overcharging it because you can damage it. It's so pretty here. So I am so excited for the newer models that are going to be developed for the horrible rumor about 6G coming around the corner. So the negative that I was saying is, in order to unplug it, I have to hold on to it. I have to hold on to this piece to unplug it, because if I don't, all the internal wires will want to come out. So that's the only negative, because I just have to give my honest review. But seriously, I have to sit here and think for a long time what my symptoms even were, because this did such a good job with any health issues in regards to EMF. So thank you so much for watching, and I am most definitely working on a discount code for you, so I will put that discount code on the description below. And it's not going to show up immediately, but just give me a couple of days to make sure that that is on there for you, as well as the link where you can look at all of Somavedic's products. They don't just have these models, they also have necklaces. So let's say your budget is $25. You can buy a necklace for $25 that has pieces of what Somavedic has inside a little pendant. So there is definitely something for everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time. Bye.